We are here at 15th Street Fisheries in Fort Lauderdale with Dynamic Boats, and we're lucky enough to have two models here. So the one I'm on is kind of the top of the line, luxurious 305 is the 30-foot center console, 810 beam, holds 180 gallons of fuel, 30 gallons of fresh water. And what we're gonna do is actually walk each one and show you the differences from their sport model to the luxury one right here. So as you can see, we are on the fully decked out, luxurious edition of Dynamic Boats. This one has Seakeeper Ride, as every single model does, a Seakeeper 1, stainless steel piping throughout, full JL audio system, leather interior, just about everything you can imagine is on here. We're gonna walk you through it here in a bit. So one of the upgrades this boat has is a full leather upholstery. This is marine grade, 2-year warranty, so it can stand up to the elements out here, but the suppleness of this stuff is amazing. It's more like a sports car. So some of the common features you're gonna get on both boats are the dual live wells, both port and starboard, and you have a storage compartment here in the center. Jack plates on this boat with the twin 350s with the dual props on them on the back, pushing this boat around 60 miles an hour. A couple of noticeable upgrades right here is a stainless steel piping. As you can see, they don't even have welds. So if you get into the detail, this is pure artwork what they have here. Absolutely beautiful. And it's an upgrade obviously from the traditional aluminum piping. And then underneath here, instead of a traditional Yeti cooler, you have a Dometic refrigerator freezer, which is 100% electric. You don't need any ice. Plugs in, and if your power were to go out, it'll hold that ice in there for about 3 days. So another option you guys are probably used to seeing in the upgraded boats is the Release Marine helm chair package right here. Full teak, absolutely beautiful. Again, it's a work of art. You can put this in an office and have it being a centerpiece. But they did go ahead and faux teak the console here with a bit of an accent to match with it. You got your joystick, which we've used a ton today. This boat has a Seakeeper 1 under that actuated rear bench. Seakeeper Ride units on every single one of their boats. 22-inch Raymarine MFD off the center. Phone chargers up top. And this little button right here, which you can turn off to turn off your batteries, pull this key out, and you don't have to go inside your console for anything else. So they color match the underside of the hardtop up here in the really nice blue color that they have. It's like a royal blue, but they insert this light strip. So at night, this thing absolutely blows your mind with the different color configurations you can do from undergunnel lighting, underwater lighting, and then obviously the lighting here on the top. So this one has gator step decking right here, which mimics a teak wood as well. Super nice, feels good to the touch, doesn't get hot at all, and we've been out here all day long. They went ahead and recessed the JL Audio speakers all throughout the boat so it doesn't stick out. Even though the JL Audios are pretty thin, it's nice to be able to push them in there so it does not impede your walkway when you're making your way up here to the bow. Lifting up this console seat right here opens up the rigging, your batteries, and you can see how nicely done everything is. They have a lot going on in here and they did a great job with it. And honestly, the rigging work that they do on this boat is phenomenal. Up here in the bow, you have standard bow seating for both models, offering you plenty of storage space underneath. And under here you have your cup holders, 2 JL Audio 6x6s it looks like, cup holders, a grab rail, and a scan strut phone charger. So they had a little space here in the bow, so they went ahead and added a little hatch here, which is actually really nice for things you need easy access to, dock lines, things of that nature. Your flip-flops, toss them in there. So any storage space is welcomed in my book. And this is one we just wanted to point out here towards the bow. So as you can see, they have kind of a mini cuddy cabin up here, which allows you to have that deck up top, but also opens this up and gives you a full head right here. You have a sink off to the left. They added a little bit of that leather detail in that bag, another storage compartment both on the left and towards the bow. This also doubles up as storage, which is excellent. Another upgrade you're gonna see is the rub rail on this model compared to the larger rub rail on the Sport model. So it really gives it a classic, clean look, and it's a little thicker than the ones we're used to, which is incredibly nice here in person. So they went full stainless steel as well with the rocket launcher rod holders up here on the hardtop. Obviously this isn't a boat that's geared for fishing, but you can fish on this thing if you want to. So you got rod holders, you got live wells, you got coolers, you can hold ice. It's pretty much all you need to get it done. And this thing is super, super nice and a rarity to see throughout the industry. All right, so as you can see, the two side by side, obviously the same hull. One is just super luxurious with every bell and whistle you can imagine. The other one is a little bit more bare bones, but extremely nice and respectable. As you can see, that gray hull design is the one that calls my name. But if you want something fancy, a yacht tender, that blue one there is for you. So one thing I absolutely love is the attention to detail. You can see they customized the cleats, black rub rail. They added black to the windlass, to the anchor up there. Even the through holes are painted black. It's those little things that really sets people apart, and one of the things that these guys do extremely well. So here's a look at the satin black aluminum piping, which is the standard option. I'm sure they do the regular polished finish, but this is a nice satin black, which I'm guessing is a bit of an upgrade, but you can tell the difference. It's really nicely done. You can see the welds here, completely different from the shiny, Rolex that you have over there with the stainless with no welds, but those are the differences we're looking at in the piping. So this boat is expert tuned by JL Audio. There's speakers everywhere and they're placed strategically to optimize the sound. So you have different zones. You got your zone here to the bow, you have your console, and then you have the cockpit area, and this is the sticker of approval right there. So again, little details like this step that they integrated into the liner makes it real easy to jump up here and get out of the boat without having to jump and step all over your upholstery. So some of the standard features you're going to get on both the more luxurious version and the sporty version are obviously the 810 beam, the 180 gallons of fuel, the 30 gallons of fresh water. Seakeeper Ride is something that comes in all the boats now. Some of the main differences that we noticed were the upholstery. This really plush, supple leather upholstery on this boat is fantastic, but we also really like what they did over there. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. The stainless steel piping that they did on this one is definitely like the jewelry on the boat. It's a pricey little option, but I mean, it really makes a difference and stands out. The only other boat that we've seen with it is a Mag Bay, so it's kind of that quality of material. On top of that, this one has a Seakeeper gyro, a Seakeeper 1 in it, 350 Suzuki dual prop engines, jack plates. Everything else pretty much is standard. You're gonna get that cabin in the front, the forward seating, the console holds the rigging, your leaning post, you have space for a large MFD in the console. The joystick is another option, so you can pretty much go as far as you want on this boat depending on the type of boating you like to do with your family and friends. So it's been a great day out here with Dynamic Boats. Really impressed with the build quality. The fit and finish is fantastic. This is a type of boat that is purpose driven to do, the day boating thing, cruising around with friends and family, and it's built very nicely for that. And I like the fact that you can customize it, and more than anything, the attention to detail that there's not one thing missed here when they come to bringing one of these designs together. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below about Dynamic Boats, whether the luxurious style or if that's more your style. My name is Alan with Center Consoles Only. I want to thank you guys for watching, the support always. Like, subscribe, share this with some friends, and we'll see you again on the next one.